Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jamie Grace, and I'm pumped to be here tonight. Okay, cool. It's so cool. In case you don't know, in case somebody made you come here tonight and you have no idea what you're doing or why you're here, I travel and I sing for a living, and it's super fun and I love it so much. But it gets really busy, and we do a lot of really fun shows, a lot of really crazy shows, and it's super exciting for us. But occasionally, I like to do this thing where we'll just pop on Instagram and we'll do these secret shows. Because sometimes we do shows, there's a couple thousand people, and I don't ever get to see people's faces. I don't actually get to interact with people, and I'm a pastor's kid, so I'm used to after there being music and you get up and you shake everybody's hand and you talk for an hour, and then you go out to Sunday brunch and you do that for a while, or depending on who preached, it might be Sunday dinner by the time you get there. But no offense, Dad. He's somewhere around here. But occasionally we like to just throw on Twitter and be like, hey, Dallas, Texas, I want to come to your church tomorrow. Or, hey, Oregon, Maine, I want to come to your church tomorrow. And I was getting a whole lot of comments that were like, excuse me, what about North Carolina and South Carolina? We're never going to talk to you again if you don't come. And I got really scared. So I called my manager and I was like, look, we have to go to North Carolina and or South Carolina, or they're going to come and get me. And it's not like I don't want to go to Cookout anyway, so it just kind of made sense. So we kind of did it on the sly. I think it was literally last night we posted that we were coming to North Kakalaki, and this morning we found out it was just a little south, but we're still in the Carolinas. So anyways, that's what I'm doing here in case you don't know. If you still feel like you're super confused, hopefully you'll understand what's going on in the next hour. If not, it's just going to get way more awkward for you. So I'm going to sing some songs. Hope you're cool with that. If you're not, once again, it's just going to get way more awkward for you. Wake up and smile, 'cause it's been a while. It's been like a whole day since I stopped so you could hold me. But this child awaits, strong in the faith. Lord, you are the refuge that I've just got to get to. So I won't let it won't let it go by without thanking you for the joy that you bring to my life. And ooh, there's something about the way your sun shines on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on. Take me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Yeah. When trouble seems to rain on my dreams, it's not a big deal. Let it wash all the bugs off my windshield, 'cause you're showing me in you I'm free. Lord is still the refuge that I've just got to get to. So I won't let a day go, won't let a day go by. Put the drop top down, turn it up, I'm ready to fly. And ooh, there's something about the way your sun shines on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on. Take me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Yeah. I got no need to worry. I got no room for doubt. No matter what's coming at me, yeah, you'll always be the beautiful I sing about. Ain't no limitation to your amazing grace, your amazing grace. Yeah. And there's something about the way that Carolina sun shines on my face. Oh Lord, I can never get enough of you. Yeah. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on. I'm gonna sing a brand new song. Yeah, I'm about to get my worship on. Take me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, 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 a beautiful day. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go back old school, back to my first record. Play one of those old songs real quick. I got waves that are tossing me, crashing all over my beliefs. And in all sincerity, look, I wanna be yours. Yeah. So put me out of this mess I'm in, 'cause I know I'm wandering. Leave my soul back home again. I've always been yours. And this world may push me pull, but your love never fails. You lead, I follow. Your hands hold my tomorrow. Your grip, your grace, you know the way you got me tenderly. Yeah. You lead, and I'll follow. So just light the way, and I'll go. 'Cause I know what you got for me is more than I can see. So lead me on and on. Just lead me on and on. As a child I heard your voice. As a girl I'm my choice. There was no other way for me. I'm devoted to you. You're my peace on the heavy days. You're the warmth of an autumn blaze. And your love carries me away. It's never too soon. No, this world may push, may pull. Your mercy never fails. No, you lead, I follow. Your hands hold my tomorrow. Your grip, your grace, you know the way you got me tenderly. You lead, and I'll follow. So just light the way, and I'll go. 'Cause I know what you got for me is more than I can see. So lead me on and on. Just lead me on and on. Sometimes when I wake up, I don't wanna rise up out of my bed. Too many thoughts in my head. I don't wanna be who I used to be. Gonna take the back seat and let you lead. And I need to stop, 'cause I'm going too fast. And I know my God is still God, and you got my back. So you lead, and I follow. Your hands hold my tomorrow. Your grip, your grace, you know the way you got me tenderly. Yeah. You lead, and I follow. So just light the way, and I'll go. 'Cause I know what you got for me is more than I can see. So lead me on and on. Just lead me on and on. Lord, lead me on and on. Just lead me on and on. Yeah. Thank you guys. All right, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth between albums. This song right here is off the new record. I figured it's quite fitting to sing it because of some of the holidays that we've got coming up in our little world. Well, one of the big events that we've got coming up in our world is the Super Bowl's tomorrow, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Are y'all cheering for the Patriots? No. Seahawks? Cowboys? Sad day for all of us. Don't even worry about it. I'm just cheering for Russell Wilson, if I'm being honest. You can't be that handsome and that single and that much of a Christian and not expect Jamie Grace to be cheering for your team. Just gonna put that out there. But speaking of that kind of stuff, we also got a good old Valentine's Day coming up. And I ain't got no kind of ring on my left hand. So I like to sing this song as a little reminder so I don't get stressed out, so I don't get overwhelmed. I wrote it with my big sister and I wrote it with my mom, my two best friends. The song is called White Boots. Little girl dreams are bigger than they seem. I'm thinking about the future in my daily routine. Blue house and a picket fence, that's the kind of innocence that makes me wanna wait until my wedding day. I'll be standing face to face with the love I know is true. I promise him forever from the day we say I do. I got my white boots, my white dress, and baby I ain't getting them dusty. All I need you to bring are love rings, and I know in time I'll be ready Well, she's going on 5 years with the love of her life, and everything about her makes the waiting worthwhile. See, it wasn't always easy, but she listened for the truth, and she says, don't give up, true love is gonna find you. Oh, I'll be standing face to face with the love I know is true. I promise him forever from the day we say I do. I got my white boots, my white dress, and baby, I ain't getting them dusty. All I need you to bring are the rings, and I know in time I'll be ready, 'cause I've been waiting, 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 waiting on you in my white boots, yeah. So get your white tux, your new shoes, and baby, don't go getting them dusty. 1, 2. I got my white boots, my white dress, and baby, I ain't getting them dusty. All I need you to bring are the rings, and I know in time I'll be ready, 'cause I've been waiting, 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 waiting. I've been waiting, 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 waiting on you in my white boots, yeah. And I ain't getting them dusty. All right, I need y'all's help really quick. Sounds like this. I got my white boots, I got my white dress, and I ain't getting them dusty. A little louder, y'all. I got my white boots, I got my white dress, and I ain't getting them dusty. One more again, Carolina. Got my white boots, I got my white dress, and I ain't getting them dusty. I lied, one more again, yeah. I got my white boots, I got my white dress, and I ain't getting them dusty. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you, I appreciate it. You can sit down if you want, or you can stay standing, either way. It's always, I don't know why I find it hilarious being just an acoustic guitar playing person, because a lot of times when I play shows, I always feel kind of bad if people I personally, I can dance if there's no music. That's just kind of, let me rephrase it. I do dance when there's no music, and I actually can't dance. So it's like way worse. It's like I'm crazy and awful at it. But I know for me, I always feel bad if people start dancing, and then when I get to the slow songs, it's like this. Should we keep standing? Do we take a nap now? What's going on? So hey, whatever you have to do to have a good time, dance, sleep, stand. Just don't snore. I don't mind if you sleep, because some of my favorite songs I fall asleep to. I don't know if anybody else is that you put on your favorite song to fall asleep. So if you're like, oh, Jamie Gray, she just puts me right to sleep. That's an honor. So if you need to take you a nap, that is fine. You just buy a t-shirt on the way out and keep on trucking. I don't mind at all. I'm also really bad at knowing when to take water breaks in a show, because I always take them when it's dead silent. I should take them while people are clapping, because that would be less awkward. So I'm gonna if y'all can just clap real quick, and I'm gonna take a sip of water, and then it's not gonna be awkward. Okay, cool. I was homeschooled, it's all right. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet for that spontaneous clapping. I just spit water all over myself, and I don't even have any shame. I feel like I should be embarrassed, but it's like, nope. Welcome to Jamie Gray's concert. Pretty normal. I was about to tell y'all something really embarrassing, and then I decided not to, because I figured it's only been 10 minutes in, and maybe I should wait for another 10 or 15. Y'all are all my age that are saying tell it though. All the moms are gonna be like, you need to go home, sweetie. That ain't cute. In case you don't know. I don't know what I'm playing right now. I'm just going to go with it. In case you guys don't know, I kind of got my start in the music business. Well, my daddy's a pastor, so I've been singing my whole entire life. Sorry, life meaning life. I'm working on that. My life, not my life. And I love it so much. It's my favorite thing in the world. But I started doing YouTube videos when I was about 14 years old. Just really trying to share my music with the world, and hopefully to be able to encourage people and stuff like that. And then in 2010, this guy found my YouTube videos, and he brought my mom and I up to Nashville, Tennessee, and we had coffee with him and signed me to his record label, Go To Record. His name is Toby Mack, and he's okay. he's struggling, y'all. He hadn't had a hit in forever, so I'm trying to help. I let him sing on my song "Hold Me" and stuff. I let him write with me, trying to help the guy out. So that's been really cool. I got signed by Mr. Toby Mack, and he's been just really cool working with my music and that kind of thing. And so it's just, I don't know, it's a huge blessing to get to travel and sing the songs from my diary and sing the songs that come from my heart and everything. But at the same time, there's always songs that other people have written, other people have, put on their albums or whatnot that still hit my heart in a really cool way. And so being a YouTube artist, being a cover artist, I guess, for such a long time, it kind of put me in the mindset of singing everybody else's songs. So I'm going to throw back real quick, and I'm going to go old school and sing some of my favorite songs from back in the day. And if you don't know any of these, then I'm definitely way older than I thought I was, so thank you, appreciate that. But if anything, all the old folks, all y'all 90s babies, and I don't mean like 98, 99, no offense, but that's not a 90s baby. That's like pushing 2000. Y'all might know some of these. Some of y'all 70s and 80s babies might know these as well. I'd also like to point out that, yes, that is super creepy, and it makes me feel super weird, and I just try to pretend like it's not weird, but it's so weird. It's like, girl, like, why are you staring at me? It's like no matter where you go in this room, she is staring. And she meaning me, but it's still weird. I don't care. But anyways, I'm going to just kick it old school real quick. Hope you know these songs, because if you don't know them, Google the lyrics, because they're some of the best songs ever written. Here we go. I keep trying to find a life on my own apart from you, yeah. I am the queen of excuses. I've got one for every selfish thing I do, yeah. Tell me what's going on inside of me, yeah. I despise my own behavior. It only serves to confirm my suspicions that I'm still in need of a savior. I want to be in the light as you are in the light. I want to shine like the stars in the heaven, yeah. Oh Lord, be my light and be my salvation, 'cause all I want is to be in the light. All I want is to be in the light. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. Sing it if you know it. For as long, yeah. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. Today's a new day, but there ain't no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold mine. Today's a new day, yeah. But tell me, where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised? You tell me it's alright. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain. I fell from heaven like a shower rain. Know that I smile, even though it hurts, I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile, I smile. Oh, it's so hard to look up when you've been down, but it's your day to say you give up now. I said you look so much better when you smile, yeah. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. And when my ears start hearing what people say, hurry up, find love, time's ticking away. You see, I'm not being lazy, I'm just waiting for the right boy, because I only want to listen to God's voice. So yeah, so I'll be listening to him, listening always, every day. Cause I'm a God girl, that's who I be. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet. No, I can't deny it, wouldn't even try. I'm your girl in a crazy world. I'm a God girl, that's who I be. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet. No, I can't deny it, wouldn't even try. I'm your girl for the whole wide world to see. Your name in lights, my biggest dream, my all in all. You're all I need. Hand in hand with the master of all creativity. And I won't stop until I know that all my Twitter followers look at me and only see one thing, that I'm a God girl, that's who I be. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet. No, I can't deny it, wouldn't even try. I'm your girl in a crazy world. I'm a God girl, that's who I be. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet. No, I can't deny it, wouldn't even try. I'm your girl for the whole wide world to see. Any God girls out there? And oh, it's like flipping on a light switch when you're walking into this room. You're so unmistakable. And oh, show up any time of day, you can never get here too soon. Yeah. You're sure unbelievable. I gotta tell you that I like the way, anytime, anywhere, any place, it's written all over your face, the way you show Jesus. And it always speaks to me, a little joy with a touch of peace. You're so inspiring, the way you show Jesus. And all the people say, give me that, give me that. I was like literally just her. Now, the word all, in homeschool world, we learned it's all is all, okay? We're going to try that one more time. And all the people say, give me that, give me that. Show me that, show me that. Give me that, give me that. You sound beautiful, say it again, say it. Give me that, give me that. Show me that, show me that. Give me that, give me that. And all the guys in the place say, give me that, give me that. Show me that, show me that. Give me that, give me that. And all the ladies in the place say, give me that, give me that. Show me that, show me that. Give me that, give me that. And all the people in the building say, give me that, give me that. Show me that, show me that. Give me that, give me that. That Jesus. Give yourselves a hand. Wow, you guys are so talented. There was like one guy that was really hitting that. Give me that, give me that. Not sure who you are, but you're my hero. Congratulations on that one. Man, you guys are the best. You know, sorry. I don't know if anybody else plays guitar out there, but you would, if you're a guitar player, I'll just share this with you. My lifelong dilemma. How high or how low do I want to sing this next song? Sorry. TMI. Cool. Awesome. Great. What was I talking about? Okay. So, yeah, you guys are great. That's what I was talking about. And, I don't know. I like to do, I have like pretty like, ridiculous ADHD, and I've just kind of learned to work it to my advantage. So I have to like mix all my songs in one, because if I try to like sing like 5 songs separately, I'll talk for an hour in between all of them, and I'll completely forget what I was doing, and then I'll like walk off, and there's like some Chick-fil-A over there that I've been thinking about since I got up here, and so I'll just completely get distracted. So I got to mix them all together because it helps me stay focused. Is this the right key? Yeah. Cool, we'll go with that. But this next song is off the new record, so I figured I would give it all of its attention in this new song. But the last two, in case you don't know, those last two that I sang, they're called God Girl and Show Jesus, and they're off of my first record that came out when I was 19. I think I was a baby back then. And I remember when I released that first song, God Girl, we got a ton of emails, mostly from moms, which I love that moms are very concerned about what their kids are listening to. My parents have always been, and I'm an adult, and they're still like, what was that? So I'm glad, and I get actually nervous when parents aren't concerned about what their kids are listening to, but that's a whole different soapbox that I don't have time to hit right now. But I remember getting a ton of emails from moms after that song God Girl came out. And a lot of them were just concerned because I was talking about, I talk about dating in that second verse, and I talk about how, people say, when am I going to find love or whatever. And it was a little frustrating because a lot of the parents that were saying this, they had younger daughters, and, I was 19, so I was like, that's something that I want to sing about. But then I realized that the frustration was extending because people were thinking that, even my song Hold Me, I love the way you hold me, and songs like that, they were like, oh, well, those must be songs about dating and relationships too. And I think the thing for me, first of all, I'll say this about any song, unless it says that I'm singing about whatever guy it is, I can promise you, if y'all hear a love song from me, it is about my very first love, and his name is Jesus Christ. And so that's who I'm singing to, if you're wondering, first of all. But second of all, there are a lot of my songs, White Boots and God Girl, where I do make references to relationships, and I do talk about dating and that kind of thing in my songs. And that's intentional. That's not me accidentally saying, that kind of thing. And I understand that I'm a Christian singer, but the reason why I sing about that stuff in my songs is because I'm a firm believer that the only relationships that are going to last and the only relationships that are going to be worth having are those that are founded on the name of Jesus Christ. So if we can't sing about it in the church, then all we're doing is encouraging girls to go sing about it in the world. And so what I want to do, if a 13-year-old girl wants to sing a song about a guy, then I want to encourage her to sing that song. I've got a song on the new record called Just a Friend, and it's talking about how sometimes you might like somebody, but the Lord is saying, no, sit yourself down and learn how to do algebra. Note how I can't even say the words. The Lord's obviously not ready for me to date. But, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. I'm like, you know what? That's where I want to write from. And that's the perspective that I want to come from, because there's so much pressure in the world these days, and it's not the kind of, it's for girls, guys as well, but I don't know what goes on in a guy's head besides, football and Hot Pockets, so I can't speak to what happens in a guy's brain. But I'm 23 years old, and I mentor a lot of young girls, and I know for a fact that there's so much pressure on young girls to date and to have it all figured out and to know what they want. People still ask me, I'm an adult, and people walk up to me and say, what kind of man are you looking for? And I'm like, I don't know, one that breathes. Like, why I gotta be picky? I'm supposed to have like a list or something? Breathe and love Jesus. Okay, hello. Be single. That's very important as well. Number 3, I guess. Breathing first. Okay, yeah. Breathing should probably be first. But anyways, I've got asthma, so if he's got like trouble breathing, I'm not like saying I have a problem with that. I have extra inhalers at my house. I lose them a lot, and then I just kind of collect them over the years. But I don't like over abuse them. That sounded really bad. Okay, I'm going to stop and just go back to the... Okay, cool. Sorry, Dad. My dad's recording, and I'm getting really nervous. He's probably sitting at my mom like, oh, we failed. We got to hide her in the house for another couple months. They never hid me in the house. I was always free to leave and come as I pleased. Not leaving, not all the time. Good night, everyone. I don't even know what I was talking about. Probably about Tim Tebow or something. But the thing is, I know that there's a lot of pressure on girls, whether you're 8 or 14 or 26 or 45. There's a lot of pressure to have it all figured out. It's hard sometimes to trust Jesus because people want us to trust ourselves and have all the answers. And the thing is, we don't have all the answers. And so I remember a couple years ago, about a year ago, I started to really, really, really focus on the whole dating and relationship thing in my concerts and really hone in on it. Because my sister and I, she's 24, Morgan's 24, and she's, 25 in a few days, but she's been married for almost 5 years, and Morgan and I were seeing how most of the girls our age that write love songs, all they write about is what they're doing with guys and what kind of blank spaces that they have to put some next guy's name and that kind of thing. And, this is not me trying to be judgmental at all, but I'm just saying, when I listen to too much Taylor Swift, I start getting real mad at my boyfriend. And then I remember that I don't have one. She just makes me mad for no reason. I'm like, I'm going to put your name in a blank space. I don't even have any paper. Like, I'm just being honest. And do not, y'all young girls, do not try to act like it's not, you know you get mad when you listen to too much of that stuff. You just start thinking of people to stalk on Facebook and get mad at. Like, ooh, she wearing that. It just makes me mad for no reason. So I try to fill my heart with other kind of music. And my sister and I, we try to write music that encourages young girls to seek God's heart. And hopefully, you know, as that time comes, the Lord will send us something else. And I've seen that with my sister with her marriage of 5 years now, and it's awesome. But about a year ago, I started to share this piece of encouragement at my concerts, and I'll share it with you guys. And it's a possibility that it could go over the head of every single person in this room, but it could reach the heart of one girl or one guy in here. So I'm going to share this, and if it's not about you, then you just get over yourself real quick, and I'm going to share it with her or him. But I just want to remind you that it is okay if you are in elementary school, guy or a girl. It's okay if you are in elementary school and you do not have a crush on somebody in your class. And it is okay if you are in middle school and you have never, ever, ever held hands with anybody before. Trust me, it's okay. And y'all might think that I'm going too far, but there's 11-year-olds that hold hands, and it's real creepy. I'm like, are your hands even done growing yet? Like, that's so weird. And it is okay if you are in high school and your date to prom is your mom who is a chaperone. You better work it, tweet it, hashtag mom life. There is nothing, if some young, kind, respectful guy wants to knock on your door and shake your daddy's hand and take you to prom, I think that's so precious and so beautiful. But I'm just saying that I did not have a date to my senior prom, and I got to eat way more snacks than everybody else, because when they were slow dancing, I was putting Capri Suns in my purse. It was awesome. I'm not sure if that's illegal, but I did not go to jail or anything. So, sorry, that's a really bad way to measure if it's bad or not. I didn't get in trouble, so sorry. Okay. And it's okay if you're anything like me and you're in your 20s and you've never been kissed before. And not because you have not had the chance, but because you don't believe your lips need to be on somebody else's lips just because they're halfway kind of cute and they waved at you that one time and they liked that photo on Instagram. But you believe that you are worth so much more than that. Trust me, I'm not saying that it's super easy to stand up here and just be like, oh, I'm content with being single for the long haul. I have my days, and many a songs have come out of them. You can buy all of them over there right now. But I just want to encourage y'all that the creator of the beat of your heart has got your spouse picked out for you. So please don't spend every single Friday and Saturday night chasing them around town trying to find them yourself. I'm not telling y'all to hide in your house and say, oh, he's coming to the door. That's probably not going to happen unless he's the UPS guy. But I just want to encourage you to just hide your heart in Jesus. He's got it figured out. He knows. He knows. That's all I've got to say is that he knows. He knows you better than you know yourself. And as you continue to seek him, he's going to make things happen in your life that you maybe thought were never going to happen. And yes, I say that as a single person that's still waiting. Trust me, I know one day it's going to be worth the wait. I'm going to stand up here and I'll be like, hey, y'all, check it out. It's going to be pretty cool. And then I'll be at your wedding someday. I'll be singing there. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have just said that. I'm just going to sing it at everyone's wedding. That's probably, management's probably like, retract that. A couple of months ago, well, I guess, nope, not a couple months ago, about 2 years ago, I was in my apartment up in Nashville. I was recording my album. I live in Atlanta. But I was recording my album, and it was a weekend in October that I was recording it. And my parents and my sister and her husband, they all have the same wedding anniversary weekend. So it's super fun for me. And I remember, and it's also Toby Mac's birthday weekend. So Toby Mac and his wife, they've kind of been like my parents up in Nashville. So they were on a date night. My parents were on a date night. My sister and her husband were on a date night. And I was in my apartment with some pizza. And I just remember saying, Lord, why in the world do you have me here? Why am I like not dating somebody or whatever? And I know people, every time I say that, people say, oh, you've got time. Please don't tell me I've got time. Unless you're Jesus, you have no idea how much time I've got. Just putting that out there. But instead of the Lord saying, oh, Jamie Grace, here's a free subscription to Match.com, he reminded me of how we met. And he reminded me of the importance of that relationship. Because without the importance of that one, there's not going to be any other one that's going to be worth it. So I wrote this song that tells the story of how I met my best friend. And it's on the new record, but I slowed it down a little bit, so I hope you guys like it. Once upon a time, not long ago, you came a knocking at my heart's door. Daddy held my hand as he fumbled through the intro. He told me that you love me and you never let me go. And now here we are. We've come so far. And you're always gonna be all I ever need. You're my first love. Everything about you is love, flowing over more than enough. And I love you, and I love you. You're my first love. Everything about you is so true. And Lord, I wanna tell you, I'll be forever yours, my first love. Oh, oh, oh. I wanna talk about you like all the time. I wanna tell the whole world that you're mine. I wanna write it on the skyline, paint it like graffiti. They can label me whatever, just as long as you believe me. And you are my song. Yeah, you help me sing. And you're always gonna be, always gonna be. You're my first love. Everything about you is love, flowing over more than enough. And I love you, and I love you. You're my first love. Everything about you is so true. And Lord, I wanna tell you, I'll be forever yours. Everywhere I go, everywhere I sing, everyone I meet, when they ask me, who is this love I'm singing to, I'll say it's you. So won't you take my voice, take my hands and feet, Father, use this heart for whatever you need. 'Cause you will always be my first love. Oh, 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 oh. My first love, yeah. My first love. Everything about you is love, flowing over more than enough. And I love you, and I love you. You're my first love. Everything about you is so true. And Lord, I had to tell you, I'll be forever yours. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, it's like anything, everything that's weighing on me falls by the wayside. When I'm with you, I love being with you. I can't imagine life without you. I could not make it on my own. I could write 1,000 lines why being with you feels like home. So when you offered me salvation, how could I ever say no? I'll never find a greater beauty than the beauty that you're bringing to my soul. To my soul. Your love never fails, never gives up, never runs out on me, no. Your love never fails, never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails, never gives up, never runs out on me, no. Your love never fails, never gives up. Come on, sing it if you know it, sing. Your love never fails, never gives up, never runs out on me, no. Your love never fails, never gives up, top of your lungs, never fails, never gives up, never runs out. On one more time, your love never fails, never gives up. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, yeah. It's like anything, everything that's weighing on me falls by the wayside. It's like anything, everything falls by the wayside, wayside, wayside. When I'm with you, I love being with you. Hey guys, appreciate it so much. I'm confused on chords now. I'm trying to make sure I play the right songs. I'm just gonna make up something. Who knows? No idea how to play it, so I'm just gonna fake it till I make it. I might not ever make it, so I'm just gonna keep faking it. I love music a whole lot, and it's a huge honor for me to get to travel and sing. People ask me a lot of times, like, you know, how in the world did I always know I wanted to be a Christian singer? Or how did I pick Christian music over secular music? I have a country band that I do with my sister. We've done that for about 7 or 8 years, and you know, people always ask me that, but I never, and this is going to sound like a shock, maybe, might not, but you have to listen to the whole thing or you'll think I'm like crazy or something. But I never specifically woke up and said I want to be a Christian singer. My thing is I'm quite fond of the Great Commission in the Bible, where it tells all of us to go out and make disciples. So I never wanted to specifically say I want to be a singer or I want to be a Christian singer, because I didn't know if I was going to get a record deal. I didn't want to base the fact that I wanted to tell people about Jesus on hoping that I would get a record deal or something like that, if that makes sense. So my goal was never to be on radio. My goal was never to travel the world. My goal was just to tell people about Jesus. And if that was on Christian radio, or if that was at my church, or if that was being a children's pastor, that's what my degree is in. Or if that was being a plumber, I don't know how to do that, but I guess you could take some classes. Or if that was being a teacher or whatever it was, I still kind of want to go back to school and get my master's and have like a 9 to 5. I feel like that'd be kind of funny or cool. I was always up for an adventure or something like that. So, you know, it was never like, oh, my goal is to be up on stage and performing. My goal for me is to go out and make disciples. And if that happens to be on stage, then thank you, Lord. I'm having so much fun already, and I want to keep doing this at least for another 5 minutes. So my voice goes away tomorrow. I can say I hopefully did what I was called to do, but I can also say that my work's not done yet. With having a degree in children's ministry, I did that for 3.5 years at my home church and taught there, and now I'm the young adult leader at my church, and it's super fun. It's a super incredible privilege. Kids are awesome. There's a ridiculous amount of adorable like children like that go to this church. I got to meet a couple of them earlier, and I tried to like kidnap them, but they said I couldn't have them. It wasn't really a kidnapping; it was like a surprise adoption. But they had very loving parents, and they wouldn't let me have them. I was like, that's not fair. But I've always loved working with kids and teaching them and encouraging them. And people always ask, like, why I didn't study music in college. First of all, because I can't read music. I'm not good at it at all. But I don't know. It's always hard for me to answer that question, like, why did you study children's ministry? Because it's just kind of a loaded question. So a couple years ago, I just kind of went and I dug through all the songs that we sang as a church when I was little. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, these are all the songs that poured into my heart when I was a little girl. These are the songs that my children's pastor would gather all of us around in a circle and sing. And we'd all cry and have a big emotional moment. All of us little 5-year-olds sitting there weeping with our tissue boxes. That totally happened, yep. And I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to stop trying to answer the question, why did I study children's ministry? And I'm just going to start singing my answer. Because I feel like for me, singing is sometimes easier than talking. Because if you can't tell, I get real distracted halfway through every single sentence. And if you have not caught that I've got ADHD, then you've got it too. So congratulations on that diagnosis. So if you know these songs, feel free to sing along. Since they're about my childhood, I usually get a little emotional or choked up or whatnot. But if you don't know them, it's fine. I just figured I'd share them anyway with you guys. I've got a little bit more time before I go over there and high-five you all. So feel free to sing along if you know them. If you don't know them, it's all good. I won't hold it against you. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, thank you. Is my hairbrush? VeggieTales, anybody? We are the pirates who don't do anything. We just stay at home and lie around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you we don't do anything. Y'all, I remember growing up, and we would get the most random comments from people, our family would. It would literally be like a stranger in the grocery store that, because, you know, we're small town people. It'd be like somebody in the grocery store that would like hear about the way my parents were choosing to raise us girls. And they would just be so opinionated. They would just walk up to my parents and be like, you know what? I just feel like your daughters are not going to have a good adulthood because you're making them all weird and everything because you're choosing to homeschool. And so out of the kindness of my own little heart, the sarcasm of an 8-year-old, I would just kindly say, you must be right. Because I'm a homeschooler who doesn't do anything. I just stay at home and lie around. And if you ask me to do anything, I'll just tell you I've never seen people, I've never seen a car, train, truck, or a bus because I'm a homeschooler and I've never been out of the house and I don't do nothing. Any other homeschoolers out there? Cause you're his cheeseburger, his precious cheeseburger. He'll wait for you, oh, he'll wait for you, oh. Cause you're his cheeseburger, his precious cheeseburger. He'll wait for you, oh, he will wait for you. Y'all, my freshman year of college, it was very terrifying that very first night. I was only 16 years old. How was I 16? Homeschooled. And I remember sitting in that dorm all by myself with the exception of like 30 other people that lived in the dorm. And it was super dark and scary with the exception of my nightlight laptop and cell phone and the moon. And I remember sitting there, I was so far from home, an entire 30.9 minutes, but who was counting? And I didn't know what to do. I was terrified, y'all. I had an 8 a.m. class and I was homeschooled. I had never seen 8 a.m. before in my life. I didn't know what to do. So I sat there in my dorm, clutching my pillow, trying to make sure I wouldn't be too afraid. And half jokingly, half dead serious, I started to sing this little song to myself. God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla or the monsters on TV. Oh, God is bigger than the boogeyman, and he's watching out for you and me. Now we're going to sing that one more time. This time I'm going to sing it, and I need everybody to sing it with me, including all y'all 20-somethings trying to act like you're way too cool for VeggieTales, but you know your heart's beating faster than it was when you went to prom. And I'm going to need y'all to sing it with me in 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. God is bigger than He's bigger than Godzilla, or God is bigger than the boogeyman, and he's watching out for you and me. Give yourselves a hand. Thank y'all, thank y'all. In my personal opinion, they're the most important kind of music you could ever put in your heart is Jesus music. Second most important kind of music, I mean, it's still about Jesus, but it's VeggieTales music. I think that's the second most important. The third most important, some of these kids these days, I don't know about VeggieTales, and it's breaking my heart. And I hope that you guys will make your way down to the nearest Lifeway or Family Christian tonight and wait till they open Monday morning, camp out, and buy you some VeggieTales on DVD. The third most important is not necessarily about Jesus, but it's very wholesome. I don't want the pastor to jump me after church. I promise you it's wholesome music. So I'm just going to sing a little bit of this one for y'all that didn't get the throwback when I sang DC Talk, didn't get the throwback when I sang Kirk Franklin, and that didn't get the throwback when I sang 1995 VeggieTales. Hopefully you'll get this little throwback here. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. You shut the door, it's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies, but now we're not. I wish that you would tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman, yeah. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. Let the storm rage on. I don't know what that chord is. The cold never bothered me anymore. Yeah. Third most important. First is Jesus. Second is VeggieTales. Third is Frozen. Man, I love that movie. I watch it way too many times. I think I'm too old for it, but I mean, whatever. It's my jam, y'all. It's my jam. It's a good movie. All right, well, I think I got a few minutes left before they kick me out and make me go to my own home state. But it's been amazing. Thank y'all so much for hanging out and for rocking with one of these secret shows on the old Instagram and Facebook. I appreciate you so much. Super fun for us to get to do these. Man, it's so rare that I actually get to like see people's faces in a crowd, and that's a huge honor for me because, I don't know, I like the fun big ones with the band and it's all loud and everything, but another funny thing is, for some crazy reason, the Lord has blessed me with the privilege to have, 5 and 6-year-olds that listen to my music. And I know a lot of people, they want to say, artists want to grow up. They don't like to have 5 and 6-year-old fans. But I'm like, well, I mean, it's like once you're done listening to the Wiggles, like who are you supposed to listen to next? Like, I'm okay being that artist while they wait to get all grown up to listen to Matthew West. I don't know. That's the first person I thought of. But it didn't bother me at all. But I know sometimes the younger kids don't come to a Jamie Gray show because there's a lot of guitars and bass, and it's very loud. We've actually gotten emails from parents that are like, Jamie Gray's show was too loud, and so that breaks my heart a little bit. So I like to be able to do these because it's really cool for me if younger kids want to come out to a concert and actually get to enjoy some of it too. But I don't want to hold y'all too long because hopefully y'all are going to wake up in the morning and go to church. So can't be partying too late on a Saturday night. I learned that one at a very young age. And after this, I'm going to go, and I'm not sure actually what's going to happen, but probably about 10 or 15 minutes after I'm done, I'll be over there with the creepy giant Jamie Grace, and I'll come and high-five you, and if you want me to sign a poster or something, it's really not that exciting. You can really just sign my name in cursive, and it looks exactly the same, but if you'd like me to, I'd be honored. Say hey to you, and thank y'all for coming out tonight. Sometimes people thank me for coming to the show, but it'd be way more awkward if I was the only one here, so I thank y'all for showing up, because it wouldn't be any different because I talk to myself all the time, but it'd still be weird. But thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it. Our team is very appreciative and loved working with your pastor or youth pastor. I'm not sure who it was they were talking with, but everyone's been really amazing. Just before I head out, I'll just share this little piece of encouragement with you. The way it kind of works in the music world, I'll give you guys a little insight to the industry, which y'all might already know, but the way it kind of works is you release an album and then you have a single off of that album. And so all the radio stations, they grab your single, and so that's all the radio stations play all the same song. Sometimes you get 2, 3, singles off of an album. And so we're on the 3rd right now, which has been a huge privilege off of my album, Ready to Fly. And that song that's out right now on radio, it just went to radio about 2 days ago. It's called Fighter. And it's exciting for me because I love, with a passion, to be able to sing Hold Me and Beautiful Day and to be able to dance around and giggle. I like for my music to sound like you're running through a field of cotton candy while you're wearing a sunflower hat. But there's moments where I like to sit down at my piano and just tell it like it is, because I never want to be the artist that shows up and that sings It's a Beautiful Day but doesn't tell you how I got there. I don't always wake up going, ooh, Lord, I just love the way you hold me. Sometimes I'm waking up and I'm like, Lord, I need you. I don't feel you and I need you. So I don't want to stand up here and act like I've got it all together. I don't want to just sing a bunch of silly songs and happy songs and make you feel good. I want to be real with you and say that sometimes I'm facing days where I don't want to get out of bed. And I don't want to be real with you so that I can make you feel bad and buy my CD. And I mean, if it works, it works. But I want to be honest with you because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only person that's ever walked into a church, whether on a Sunday morning or a Saturday night, with a smile on your face, trying to act like everything's going just right. And on the inside, you just wish you could just scream or just cry or just be by yourself. Some of you guys know my story, or you may not, but when I was 11 years old, so almost 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome and a handful of other medical conditions that to this day make my life just a little bit more challenging. For those of you that don't know, Tourette syndrome is a condition that causes me to make movements and sounds that I don't have any control over. It's from the ages of 9 to 15. My tics were so severe that walking was a challenge, talking was a challenge. I would accidentally break bones or run into things and accidentally hurt myself, or if you were close enough to me, I might accidentally harm you. And I just didn't have control over my muscles. I didn't have control over my vocal cords because of the way my brain is wired, or lack thereof, I guess. And it was very difficult for me because I became a Christian when I was 7, and my daddy started our church when I was 2. So I grew up knowing that God was good and that when you pray, that things happen. And I didn't understand how I would go home every single night and just pray, okay, God, time to pray for my healing, time to pray for it to get better. And then I would wake up and I would still be sick. I didn't understand that at all. I looked at my dad, and he's so strong and brave, and I thought, well, he's got it going on. I looked at my mom. She always sang worship at the church. I was like, well, she seems happy. My sister's a genius. She was done with high school when she was 12. I was like, well, certainly she's got it going on. But I just felt like no matter how hard I prayed, the Lord would not listen to me, and he would not give me what I was begging him for. And I sang at church, and I prayed at home, and I felt like I was doing all the right stuff. But I was never getting my answers. Something that I've come to understand in my 23 years of living is that we are all going to face things in our lives that we cannot control. For you, it may not be Tourette syndrome. You may have never even heard of it till 2 minutes ago. But no matter if it's your health, or if it's your family, or if it's your school or your job, there is going to be something, at least one thing in your life that you cannot control. And I don't say this to scare you, but if you're not facing it now, it might be around the corner. You might want to just take this as a heads up. But something that I've also come to understand, something that I've come to believe, is that God is our healer. And he has the power to not only heal your stuff, not only heal my stuff, but to heal all the stuff in Asia, to heal all the stuff in Africa, to heal all the stuff in Europe. I believe that he is that good of a God. I have friends that had cancer that are now cancer-free, and I have friends that were going to get a divorce, but their marriages are now mended. I believe that God is our healer. But I also believe that he is sovereign and that I am not. And my healing, your healing, it may not come when we want it and how we want it. Trust me, that's not easy to say, but it's just true. We're not always going to get what we want, how we want it, and when we want it. But I can promise you this, that his name is still worthy to be praised even in the middle of the storm. Even in the middle of the Tourette syndrome, even in the middle of the cancer, even in the middle of the diabetes, even in the middle of the divorce, even in the middle of the unemployment or the deployment or the heartache or the heartbreak, or simply just wanting someone to sit with you at lunch. Trust me, his name is still worthy to be praised, even in the middle of all of that. Trust me on that one. I stand up here in my 20s and know my physical body is not anywhere near where I want it to be. I still have Tourette syndrome, and I still have days that are really difficult. But my spirit is like a stallion, and I am stronger than I have ever been. Not because God did what I told him to do, but because I choose to call on his name, even when I'm hurting, even when I'm afraid, even when I'm frustrated, even when I'm confused, even when I'm sick, even when I'm in pain, even when I'm weak. He is strong, and when I am afraid, he is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I don't praise his name because of how good my life is. I praise his name because of how good he is, even in the midst of how awful I can be sometimes. My Tourette syndrome, it might go away in 5 minutes. It might go away when I wake up in the morning. Or it might be when I get to heaven that I finally get to walk around without a twitch. But I'm going to shout for my Jesus until I get there. I'm going to sing for my Jesus until I get there, because I know that no matter how I see my life for myself, that he's still got a plan. 12-year-old Jamie Grace would not have believed you if you told her that she would be the one on the radio singing, I love the way you hold me. Trust me, he's got a plan for you. No matter how you feel and no matter where you've been, no matter what you've done, no matter what's been done to you. No matter how you looked at your wife this morning, no matter what you said to your husband last night, no matter what you put on Instagram 20 minutes ago, he's not looking at your yesterday. He's not looking at the 70s. He's not looking at 5 minutes ago. He's looking at you right here, right now. I don't care if you're a 12-year-old girl that begged to hear Jamie Grace tonight. Or if you're somebody's dad that's been secretly checking ESPN since he walked in the door. Trust me, he's got a plan and a purpose for your life. And he loves you more than you could ever imagine. And he wants to use you to change lives. Will you ever talk into a microphone or sing on the radio? I don't know. He wants to use you in the life of your children, the life of your spouse, the lives of your students, your neighbors, your friends, your co-workers, your church members, your church family, your pastor. He wants to use whatever it is that you're going through. He's saying, I'm gonna walk with you through it. And I'm going to use this for my glory to show people how good I am and how much I take care of my children. I've met some incredible people over the last few years that have taught me what it means to be tough, that have taught me what it means to lean on Jesus even when it's hard. I call them fighters. And I said, is it okay if I take your stories and I put it to a couple chords and I tell my friends about it? They said, sure, just don't use our name. I'm just kidding. They said, sure, and I was like, great. So I pray that their stories are an inspiration or an encouragement to you, just as they have been to me. $7 an hour, bills stacked on the counter. Got a baby on the way they'll have to feed. His pride is getting torn down. His confidence is worn out. This ain't the way he dreamed that it would be. But he won't ever ask why, 'cause he's made up his mind. He's a fighter, got that fire when they thought he'd fade away. Throws a fist up as he gets up, feeling stronger every day. When he gets down on his knees, he finds the courage to believe. He's a fighter who inspires me. She's got no time for makeup, but she's got 3 boys to wake up. Never thought she'd have to raise them on her own. She feels like crying, but she's holding on, surviving on the love that makes their little house home. She sees it in their eyes, all the reasons why. She's a fighter, got that fire when they thought she'd fade away. There's a fist up as she gets up, feeling stronger every day. She finds the courage to believe it. She's a fighter who inspires me. Yeah, she inspires me. She's been here before, and she's only 8 years old. But she knows the name of every nurse she sees. And though she don't like the chemo, she waits it out, never losing hope that someday soon she'll be cancer free. She's a fighter, got that fire when they thought she'd fade away. Throws a fist up, keeps her head up, feeling stronger every day. When she gets down on her knees, she finds the courage to believe it. She's a fighter who inspires. Yeah, he's a fighter who It is well. It is well with my soul. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. You're a fighter. You're a fighter who inspires me. You inspire me, yeah. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I figured it made sense to end it on the song that started it all. I was 17, sitting in my dorm room, crying my eyes out about not having a boyfriend. And the Lord said, girl, hush your mouth. I love you. I've had a long day, I just wanna relax. Don't have time for my friends and no time to chit-chat. Problems at my job, I'm wondering what to do. I know I should be working, but I'm thinking of you. And just when I feel this crazy world is gonna bring me down, just when your smile comes around, ooh, I love the way you hold me. I massage your RSV, you take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love the way you hold me. Your arms will always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love you more than the words in my brain can express. I can't imagine even loving you less. Lord, I love the way you hold me. Oh, whoa, oh, 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 I love the way you hold me. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Well, yeah. Took my day and you flipped it around. You caught my tidal wave and put my feet on the ground. Forever in my heart, always on my mind. It's crazy how I think about you all of the time. And just when I think I'm about to figure you out, yeah, you make me wanna sing. I love the way you hold me. By massage your RSV, you take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love the way you hold me. Your arms will always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love you more than the words in my brain can express. I can't imagine even loving you less. Lord, I love the way you hold me. Oh, 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 I love the way you hold me. Oh, 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 oh. See, I'm so grateful and thankful for all you done. Wish I could tell you in a short story all from, but all I have is my voice and this guitar. You have my heart. Yeah. I love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me. Come on, Carolina, stand to your feet and make some noise if you love the way he holds you. Ooh, I love the way you hold me. By my side, you'll always be. You make each and every day oh so special. I love the way you hold me. And your arms will always be. You take each and every day, make it special in some way. I love you more than the words of my brain can express. I can't imagine even loving you less. Lord, I love the way you hold me. Oh, whoa, oh, 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 I love the way you hold me. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Ooh, I love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me. I love the way you hold me. Hold me, hold me. There you go. Good night. Thank you guys so much. Have a lovely evening and Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Thank you.
Hang on one second, ladies and gentlemen. That was Jamie Grace in a private concert. Like how many times in your life, you can have a seat, how many times in your life can you say that you went to a private concert, much less with Jamie Grace? Not once. And so as you know, you walked in, didn't charge anything. And I love this. I've been talking with their family. Like, our first conversation is at 1:30 this morning. Like 1:30 a.m. I was on the phone with them, and their heart was just, hey, we want to show up. We want to bless a church. We want to bless a community. And you know, if people show up, we'll worship. And if people don't, you know, we're still going to worship. And they say, hey, don't turn anybody away. You know, no matter, because she was like, this is the heartbeat of their family, of their ministry. Not just what you see on the big stages when you go to Winter Jam and all these events with thousands of people. But I loved it. She gave every bit of more here tonight in this crowd that I've seen her on stage in front of thousands before. And again, it didn't cost you anything. But here's what we're asking. We're about to take up an offering. So if you got a checkbook, you need to write the check out to Jamie Grace Foundation. If you've got $20, $100, whatever it is, because here's the deal: everything that's taken up tonight is going to go to her and her foundation. And if you don't know about Jamie Grace Foundation, you need to go online and check this out. This girl, 23 years old, has an after-school program that she is helping some of the inner-city, lower-class kids and families. Not only is she playing a major role in the kids in Atlanta, but she's also a major part of the voice of the church in Atlanta. And you can go on there, and they're taking up money, and they're every week they're doing something with kids, with churches in the area, and this is her ministry as a young lady of saying, God has blessed me, and so everything that you give tonight is going to go into her foundation. And so, again, it's not like you're coming to give to lights and sounds and all this. You're giving to a child. You're giving to a church. You're giving to a family that could really use this money. And then also, I think in the back there somewhere, there's some piggy banks and or some pigs that they've got. And here's the if you put in $50 or more into this, they want you to have that because it's kind of their free gift to you. And it's kind of saying that, you know, hey, we serve a big guy, because I think it's like a big pig, just a reminder saying, you know, your money is going to a big God that can use this for his glory. And so we're going to take up an offering, and then I'll come back up, and we're just giving her some time. She said, hey, I want to stick around, sign autographs, take pictures. And you go back there, there's like tons and tons of merchandise, from hats to shirts to journals to everything. And you'll never, ever probably get this opportunity again to come and buy a T-shirt and get it autographed, like immediately. And so I urge you, hang out, spend some time. We're not going anywhere tonight. And so spend some time with your family, get them to know her a little bit more. So let's pray, and then we'll take it off, and then I'll come back and dismiss us. Father, we love you, and God, thank you for tonight. God, we can just come to a moment like this and realize, God, a night like tonight doesn't happen without you. God, she so beautifully sang and proclaimed your name, the name that's higher than any name. And Lord, I pray that maybe there's somebody here tonight, God, that just through a song or through Jamie's testimony, God, that they realize tonight that their need for the Savior of this world that can do incredibly great things in their lives. And Lord, I pray that, God, tonight before they leave this place, that they would talk to myself, to Jamie, to her father, to somebody in this place so that they can get that settled in their life tonight. Lord, there be no greater joy than having a private concert where somebody gave their life to Christ tonight. And God, for those that may have walked in, they were discouraged, and that they were looking at their situation, their life, their struggle. God, I pray that we would all just look at how big our God is, and God, that you're capable of doing so much more than we could ever even dream of. And God, we thank you for the testimony that is shared tonight, and God, for the testimonies that are going to walk out of here. And God, for this money that's going back into the Jamie Grace Foundation. God, I pray that we would just give over and above, even over and above the $10 donation that was requested. God, there's people in here that can give so much more than that. And Lord, I pray that we would be obedient, that we would look at our money as your money, And, Lord, we're just giving to your kingdom for your glory so that you might can use it. And, again, thank you, God, for this incredible night together. It's your name we pray. Amen.